Vinny!
Shut the door, Betty.
Gotta be rare and soaked. Reach down to the skin, mister.
Ticket, please. Borrow me umbrella if I want.
What?
I said you can borrow me umbrella.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not going far.
Cup of tea then, in Station House.
Thank you, but I have an appointment.
Aye, I know. You come to church, haven't you? Well, if you don't find what you're looking for there, come and see us other lot at chapel.
Thank you.
What were you doing? Just now, outside.
Oh, checking the rain gutters, the downpipes.
Why?
Because if they were no good, there would have been no point in my bothering to come in. It would have been destroyed, you see.
Oh. Well, if you'd waited to ask me, I could have told you they're all functioning perfectly. You could have saved yourself a run in the rain. I'm Keach, by the way. Reverend JG Keach. It was I who wrote to you. If you're Mr. Birkin, that is. I take it that you are.
Yes.
At what time did you leave London?
11 o'clock.
I see that in your anxiety to check the gutters, you didn't take time to drop your things off. Where do you intend to stay?
Well, I thought, here.
Here? Where? Here.
What about the belfry?
The belfry? I can't say that appeals to me, having somebody live in the belfry. Shouldn't you take lodgings? A room in the Shepherd's Arms?
I'm a bit short, you see.
Oh, I see. Well, then, in that case... But I should warn you that ropes pass through the belfry floor, and when Mossa brings them,
I don't mind.
Very well, then. What period do you suppose it to be? The mural, the wall painting?
Oh, I would guess about 1430 because of Black Death. The survivors avoided hellfire by donating wall paintings to churches. It's impossible to say for sure, of course, until I've covered some of it.
In any case, about 1430. We shan't entertain any extras.
There won't be any.
There mustn't be any. Now, you've agreed a fee of 25 guineas, £12 10 shillings to be paid halfway, and £13 15 shillings when finished, and approved by the executors.
Not by you.
Miss Hebrron omitted my name from the forms requested. An oversight, of course. But to all intents and purposes, I represent the executors. You answer to them through me. I shan't mind if you touch it up.
Touch it up.
Well, any bits that have faded, you can fill them in, as long as it's appropriate and tones in with the rest.
Tones in with the rest. Of course, it isn't absolutely sure that there's anything there.
Oh, of course, there's something there. Mr. Birkin, you should know here and now that your employment here does not have my support. But as the solicitors refuse to pay out her £1,000 bequest to our fabric fund until your job is finished, I have no choice. When the painting is uncovered, it will be in full view of the congregation. It will distract from worship.
And after a time, they won't notice it.
It will distract. Well, Mr. Birkin, I shall leave you to settle into your quarters. Good night.
Morning. Good morning. James Moon. I'm the chap in the bell tent in the field opposite. I'd meant to let you settle in, but I felt I had to come and have a look at you. Well, it's partly that, but really, because I get so stiff in the night, my legs force me up. So I stump across most mornings to see if Letitia's managed to climb out during the night. Well, I mean, you never know, do you?
Oh, most loving and delightful wife.
I can never make out if that's grief or relief. Do you mind if I come up for a moment? I won't if you think I'm invading.
I'm up.
Good.
So, you think there's something there, eh?
I hope so.
God, girl be lit by hope. What do you think you'll find?
Judgment, I expect.
Ah, yes, a judgment. Yes, that's what it would be, wouldn't it?
Judgment's always got the plum spots so the whole parish could see them. God-awful things that would happen to them if they didn't fork out their tithes and marry the girls they got with child.
St. Michael weighing souls, eh? Christ in majesty refereeing, and down below the fire that flameth evermore, eh? Look, why don't you come over and have a cup of tea before you start? Come on, we've got the whole summer. Spin out the anticipation another half an hour, why don't you? Come on.
So officially, I'm looking for the grave of Miss Hebron's forebear, one Piers Hebrron, born 1373. He was excommunicated, buried somewhere outside the graveyard, so all I have to do is spend 3 or 4 weeks digging for his bones, and if I can't find them...
You'll have wasted your time.
Wasted my time? Good God, man, can't you see? I'm not here for Piers's bones. I'm here for a major discovery. We're standing on a basilica, Saxon chapel. Probably goes back to 600. I've already come across a couple of cremation jars. There must be hundreds of them. Oh, you will keep quiet about it, though, won't you? I don't want anyone to tumble to what I'm up to until I've got all I want and written it up.
So you're doing one job and being paid for another?
Well, that's right. Why not, if it's money well spent? And I'll leave some time to prod around for Piers's bones before I go. I'll find them, don't you worry.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
You were over there, too. It's where you developed your twitch and stammer. Well, I developed a great affection for holes. They make me feel safe. And they keep me insulated. Here, have a look at this. It's my latest cremation jar.
Ah, Moon.
Morning, Colonel. Morning, Mossop. The Colonel is Miss Hebron's brother. Mossop looks after the church. This is Mr. Birkin, who's come to uncover the painting.
Ah, good. Well done. And what about you, Moon? Making progress? Any sign of old Piers' bones yet?
Not yet, Colonel.
You found anything out of the ordinary? Gold or silver? Jugs and jars, etc.
Well, I wish I had.
Press on. Let me know. Stay as long as you like. Care to umpire for us on Saturdays? Mossop here says he can't manage any longer on account of his legs. Well, would have liked to loiter with you. Another morning, perhaps. Must be on my way. Things to do. So, Master, there's your umpiring taken care of. Very civil of him.
They found somewhat then.
Oh, it's just the usual artifact, Mossel. Yes. Yes, well, he isn't out of the usual catalogue, is he? He's a real wintry, hard liner, your Christ. All justice and no mercy. No, I wouldn't fancy being in the dock if he was the beak. And he shall come with wound as red to damn the quick and the dead.
Now, hear the words of Jesus to lead us and encourage us in prayer. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison.
Look behind you,
Ye
Keach.
came unto me.
That's what you're praying to.
Then shall the righteous answer him,
He doesn't
saying,
want your prayers.
Lord, when saw we thee an hungry
He wants some answers.
and fed thee,
Did you feed the hungry?
or thirsty and gave thee drink?
Did you give drink to the
Verily
thirsty?
I say unto you,
Did you
Come, ye blessed of my Father,
clothe the naked and the
inherit the
needy?
kingdom prepared for you.
What about
from
me,
the
eh?
foundation of the world.
Any of you offer
When
me
saw
bed
we
and
thee a
board?
stranger and took thee in, or naked,
Smug
clothed
Yorkshire
thee?
lot.
Or when
I'll
saw
have a
we
word
thee
with him
sick
about the way you've
or
treated
in
me.
prison, and came
You
unto thee?
get you yet.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
there, Mr. Birkin.
Hello.
I'm Kathy Ellerbeck, and this is my brother, Edgar. Our dad's stationmaster. We brought you rabbit pie. His mum says you need nourishment.
Thank you.
Our dad said he must be miserable working all day on your dawn up there. So he said we could play you some records, didn't he?
Can we come up now?
Sorry, no one's allowed up. That's an absolute rule.
What about Mr. Moon? Mr. Muscle says you let him up.
Ah, well, we have reciprocal agreement. He looks at my work and I look at his.
Can we stay down here then?
As long as you don't mind my turning my back on you. Why do you want to?
Me dad says you're an opportunity that might not come again in a little spot like this, watching an artist at work.
I'm not an artist. I'm just a labourer who cleans up after artists.
We have a picture painted on our chapel wall, behind the pulpit.
3 bigger room lilies. It's very beautiful.
Why?
Why what?
Well, why lilies? Why just lilies? I mean, why not lilies and roses, or just roses? Or roses and daisies?
Because around it says considered lilies in old-fashioned lettering. It's a text. Considered lilies how they grow. We're told not. You know.
Well, why couldn't they look at roses or daisies?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, this is very nice. From the station master's wife, eh?
Her children brought it.
What has the Reverend JG Keach brought you?
Nothing.
Well, no money yet. Oh, by the way, you said something the other day about longing for a woodbine. Well, look what I dug up this morning.
Thanks.
Well, shall see you anon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
That depends on whether I'm awake or not. You, been here long?
Oh, maybe 10 minutes. I'm not sure. I'm Alice Keach. I just came to find out if you're all right in the bell loft or if there's anything you needed. It seems so inhospitable, you up there on the floorboards and we in our beds. We've got a travelling rug.
No, I'm all right. At the end of the day, I'm so tired, I sleep like the dead. And during the day sometimes, too.
Oh, well.
He's working off his cramp.
The painting, when will we be able to see all of it?
Well, I don't know. It's a bit like a jigsaw. Face, a shoe, here a bit, there a bit. Comes together very slowly. If it comes together at all. Of course, after 500 years, I can't be short.
But that's the exciting part, isn't it? Not knowing what's around the corner, like opening a parcel at Christmas. So you must let me see it. Anyway, I'll haunt you a little until you do.
Are you related to the Reverend JG Keach, the vicar?
Yes, I'm his wife.
Mrs. Keach.
Mr. Moon?
She's a stunner, isn't she?
She?
Of course she is, and you know it. Come on, admit you do.
Well, I admit it. Perhaps she wouldn't. Perhaps she doesn't even know it.
Rubbish. Every woman knows if she's beautiful. And imagine Keach catching her, of all people. You're married too, aren't you?
Sort of. He went off with another chap. Not for the first time. Can't say I blame her, really. Name's Vinny.
Yeah, I thought it might be something like that. As for me, never really met the right woman. Luckily for her.
That's all for today, Mr. Birkin.
Right.
Mum and Dad say you've got to come to dinner on Sunday.
What?
You're coming to dinner on Sunday.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
Mr. Doubtford will be coming in now. Blacksmith. Comes most Sundays.
Right, well, thank you. Oh, what time?
11 o'clock, of course.
11 o'clock?
Yeah, at chapel it starts at 11.
Brethren and fellow sinners, yea, sinners! I say sinners, for are we all not hereunto sinners? Is there one amongst you here who can say he is not a sinner? Is there? If so, I challenge him to come forward and speak.
Lord. Well, what it boils down to, Lord, is that we'd like to accept with thanks. And we'd like you to know that as we sit down to dinner today, we're all here with great love in our heart and gratitude. For we know, Lord, that without thee, we wouldn't have a dinner. And furthermore, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
father was a butcher, Mr. Birkin. Well, it's Barton Ferry for me this afternoon, Mother.
Does it have to be you?
Huh?
But you're tired out. You should be lying down, not doing that long walk in the sun.
Last time you went, you came back all faint, didn't you, Mum?
Yeah, I'd do it for thee, Jack, the nose, but I promised to teach Bible at Grimsley Sunday School.
No. It's all right, George. I'll manage.
Mr. Birkin here will go for you. Won't you, Mr. Birkin?
What? Go where?
We'll show you.
Well, what do you say?
Well, there's no denying that Mr. Birkin's legs are younger than mine.
You wouldn't mind going, would you, Mr. Birkin?
To do what?
Just a bit of preaching.
I've never preached in my life.
Well, you heard me this morning. Just do that.
Yes. Just do what Dad does.
If you seek along your ways, you may find open gates. And your world is just too late to leave the time.
Brethren and fellow sinners, my sermon today derives look here. I only came in place of Mr. Ellerbeck today because he's indisposed. I can't preach. So all I can do is tell you about what I'm up to in Oxgodby, in the church there. And if you want to leave or nod off, then that's all right by me. Well, I'm cleaning the wall, the one above the nave, because behind the dirt and the layers of paint, there's a picture. So there I am, you see, up on my scaffolding, scraping away until I get back to the picture itself. It's really all patience, you see, my sort of work. But I don't get any second chances. That's what makes it so exciting. One dab too few and some poor chap won't get back from 5 centuries ago. And one dab too many and wiped him out forever. Makes me sound rather like God, doesn't it? Well, really, I'm just a servant, like every one of us, except I'm the servant of the painter. And I hope I'm good enough to serve this painter because he deserves the very best of servants.
From London, I am, Mr. Birkin.
Yes. London, that's right.
We've never met a Londoner before.
You're the first, Mr. Birkin. You were over there, were you, Mr. Birkin, in France?
So was our purse. He had it taken on his last leave. On his 19th birthday.
He's a right good lad, Perce. Real worker. He gave hand to anybody. Everybody liked him. Well, would you like to look at the farm, Mr. Birkin?
Yes, look, Lucy, why don't you show Mr. Birkin round the farm?
Would you like to see around? We can't. We've got to visit Emily Clough. We promised her. And we told the Sunday school teacher we'd take her a star card.
Emily Clough?
We said we'd bring you and all. She's expecting you, isn't she?
Aye.
Oh, well, perhaps another Sunday.
Mrs. Clough, we've come to bring Emily some flowers.
Go on up. On the way out, you can have a jam tart.
I brought you your star card, Emily. Mr. Dalfoot stamped it S for sick. S's count same as stars. You only need 6 more stars for a prize.
Oh, S is for sick.
I've been thinking about my prize. I'd like Forgotten Garden. What are you two having? Coral Island. And Nick is having Churchyard New Forest.
Isn't that a bit beyond him?
They brought to like it later. I've heard it's a good story, with 2 girls in it. Mr. Birkin's man living in church, Emily. Oh, I've heard about you. I hope you'll still be there when I'm up, Mr. Birkin. I like your straw hat, Cathy. Can I try it on? She knows she's dying, doesn't she?
Oh, Cathy, is Mr. Birkin here as good as your dad at the preaching?
Well, he didn't really do no preaching. Just talked about his painting, didn't he?
He didn't all.
Are you all right, Mr. Birkin? You've hardly touched your tea.
He had his tea at Lucy's Sykes, just as in.
She's a fine, strong girl, is Lucy Sykes.
That's right. Good Christian upbringing, too.
Time we asked her to the Sunday school outing, eh, Father?
Aye. Aye, I meant to last year.
Please excuse me, I must go back.
It's that Lucy Sykes. It's been funny ever since he saw her.
God, what God? There is no God!
I don't really want roses of Picardy this morning, if you don't mind.
Well, will you accept my travelling rug?
Oh. Sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Yes, I know. Kathy Ellerbeck and her gramophone. Now you'll have to let me come up. That was our agreement. May I? Mr. Moon was saying that he was sure you wouldn't let me. You wanted to keep it all to yourself. But this is horrible. It's horrible. It's like a sort of hell.
It's probably not so horrible if you believed in it.
Do you believe in it?
When I look at it, when I'm working on it, I believe in his belief. It's impossible not to, really.
But otherwise you don't believe there's a hell.
Well, I suppose hell means different things to different people.
What does it mean to you?
Hell on earth, I think.
Yes, of course. Although I don't really understand. How could I?
Why should you?
Well, I suppose one should try.
No, you shouldn't. I'd rather you didn't.
Were you always in the cleaning business, Mr. Birkin?
My father travelled in soap.
Thank you for letting me see. Hello.
I came to see your husband, but he isn't,
Oh, he wouldn't be able to hear you. He's playing right at the end of the house. You haven't been here before, have you? We have it all to ourselves. Most of the rooms are empty, you see. Completely empty. This one. And this one. It can be quite oppressive. Gives me nightmares sometimes. Well, the same nightmare, really. That the trees are closing in and there are only the walls to stop them. I just found Mr. Birkin on the doorstep, but you couldn't hear the bell.
No, I suppose not. At least I didn't hear it.
You don't have many visitors, you see.
No, one gets out of the habit of listening for them.
I was just saying to Mr. Birkin, such a big house for the two of us, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is really.
And the rooms, we don't know how to fill them, do we?
No, that's true.
Except for that. At least it's big enough. We don't know what it is or what it does. It seems to be part of something else. My husband's father bought it in an auction sale because nobody else wanted it. To help fill up the room, didn't he?
That's right, he did.
I just came to sort out the question of my money.
The money? I suppose you brought a receipt, Mr. Birkin.
A receipt?
For the money. I sent Mossop with your instalment this morning. Didn't he give it to you?
We must have passed each other.
Well, perhaps you'd like to see the rest of the house.
Thank you. I have to get back to work.
Did you come by the wood?
No, the road.
Oh, well, I'll show you the way through the wood.
When are you going to show my wife the painting? She's very anxious to see it.
Oh, I've already seen it.
Have you? I hadn't realized.
These are my roses. I spend a lot of time on them. I don't know why, because there really isn't anyone to look at them but me. This is a Van Fleet. Very old variety. Mind the sharp thorns. They keep blooming until autumn. So you'll know when summer's ended, because I usually wear one of the last in my hat.
Beautiful.
kind of paradise.
Look.
Many men would say that you were beautiful, Mrs. Keach. Yes, well, that's what comes of believing in paradise.
Look at this. Have you ever seen a detail like this in a medieval painting? Anticipates the Bruegels by 100 years. That face meant something to him. It's a portrait, it must be. And he was covered over years before the rest.
It's the crescent. One could swear he was almost meant to be identifiable. Would he have dared? Your painter? And what was he like? You must know him pretty well by now.
Well, I can't even put a name to him. He hasn't signed it. Why would he? Our idea of personal fame meant nothing to him. But he was fair-haired. And I know that from hairs that keep turning up where his beard prodded into the paint. He was right-handed about your build, and he needed a stepladder to get up to 6 foot. The weird thing is, he didn't finish the job himself. See this bit here? It's a rough job, filling. Probably done by his apprentice. I cannot imagine why. Just when his nose was past the finishing post. And he knew this was his great work. You can feel it, can't you? Whatever he'd done before was just a run up to this. He'd sweated here, tossed in his bed, groaned, howled over it.
And he shall come with wonders red, eh? Well done.
That's why he didn't finish it. It was his last job. He fell.
Oh. Well, you better watch it then, eh?
But, Mr. Birkin, you've a real eye for quality. That anybody can tell. We want the best there is.
What's more to the point, Mr. Birkin, is we want the best we can afford.
How do, Jack?
Look at this lot.
Well, I'm no great musician, Mr. Birkin. I'll freely admit that. But there's one thing I do know about, and that's wind. Jack? No.
What do you think, Mr. Birkin?
Well, this one vibrates.
That's right, lad, it does.
And that one smells odd.
Then this is the one we test. To the limit. Cathy, lass?
Go inquire how long it's gonna make that din for Mr. Birkin.
Excuse me,
Rock of ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy riven side which flowed.
I much prefer the jollier hymns.
Cleanse me from its guilt and power.
I was impressed, Jack. The deep resonance of its bass notes. I think you'll agree with me there.
Sounds a bell. Now that, Mr. Birkin, was music.
Beautiful.
That's it then. We'll have the Albedeck.
Any discount for cash down? Aye, a couple of quid off for cash in.
And to include delivery, of course.
Where to? Oxgodby.
Chapel.
Good day. Mine's packed up. Right, let's be off.
Actually, I'd quite like to have a look at the church from here.
Something. Hold on.
See you later.
Excuse me. You're from Oxgodby?
Yes. What, just visiting?
Have you bumped into a chap called Moon over there? James Moon. Digging up some field or something?
Yes, I have.
And is he a stocky, fair-haired sort of chap? Smiles a lot.
It's pretty well him, yes.
A captain in the 18th Norfolk Artillery? That clinches it then. Must be the same chap. Would you give him a salute from me?
Of course.
And all the other officers in the 18th Norfolk? The ones who didn't sit out the last 6 months of the war in a glass house, like our hero did. For buggering his Batman.
Want some milk?
No. Thanks.
Oh, it agrees with you, doesn't it?
What does?
Oxgodby. Since you've been here, they've almost gone. Your twitch, tremor, and stammer.
Yes, I suppose I have. Haven't noticed.
What about the vicar's lovely lady? You seen anything of her?
No, not really.
Oh, pretty.
Is it?
No, not really. Better off without it, aren't we? If we want an easy life.
Well, here's to an easy life.
All right, George. Come on down, I'll buy you a bike.
I half wanted it to happen. There were times when I just had enough. Well, you know that. So many had gone. Chaps I cared for. Sometimes it seemed like they were the lucky ones. Night's the bad time. Well, I expect you've heard me. I still wake up screaming. And still see them. Still see. But I tell myself it'll get better as time passes and it sinks further back. But it's got nowhere to sink to, has it? It'll always be different, won't we? The whole lot of us, all the millions of us that survived, if millions did. Different, I mean, from the generations who went before who had no idea that anything like that could ever happen. I don't know if it's worse not having something to show for it, like a lost limb or two, or blindness. I mean, people like you and me, the intact ones. The worst part for me was the last 6 months, when I was kept away from the fighting. Went for months without seeing a single corpse. places I did see. But I'm a little bit round the bend, you know. Always will be, I expect. Still, no point in letting it get one down, eh? One has one's life to lead. And then he shall come with wounds red, eh? To damn the quick and the dead.
You got the military cross, didn't you? I saw it in your tent.
There you go, the chapel off again. Wish they'd buy themselves a new organ.
Well, what is it?
There you are. A boulder deeper than it ought to be. Or the lid of a stone coffin, perhaps. Do you know what this is for? Exciting. Digging where someone must have dug 500-600 years ago. Hmm? Well, you're spoiled, of course. You clean a wall and uncover a masterpiece. You turn over the earth and expect to find a pot of gold. But we diggers, we keep our palates fresh. A mild deviation of tinge is all we need to stir the blood.
Haven't you noticed that you're throwing up soil that should have been 3 spits deeper?
Thank you.
Ah.
Horn button, 15th century. Right on target.
Well, come on, is it Piers or isn't it?
Just Miserimus. I, of all men, the most wretched. Well, they really had it in for the poor devil, didn't they? Wonder why. Oh, well. I suppose we shall never know. Come on, let's take a look. Third rib down. Miserimus. So, Piers was a Muslim. A Muslim in Oxgodby. Well, he must have got caught up in some medieval crusade, I suppose. Converted to save his skin. Imagine the ructions when he turned up here. Was still worshipping to the east. Well, no wonder they buried him outside the churchyard. Well, well. Both our mysteries solved.
It was the same mystery, wasn't it?
Moss have told me you'd finished. I can see you have. Very good. In accordance with the executor's wishes, here's the final payment of Miss Hebrron's estate. £13, 15 shillings, as was agreed.
What do you think of it?
Well, it's there. So you've done the job you were contracted for, and now you've been paid.
Thank you. Of course, I'll need the scaffolding for several more days.
Why?
Because I haven't finished.
What remains to be done?
That's for me to decide.
I shall have the scaffolding removed.
Oh, will you? And I shall inform the executors that you prevented me from completing my work. Which will relieve them of the obligation to contribute the £1,000 to your fabric fund, won't it?
I should not wish to quarrel with you, Mr. Birkin. I know how you see me, Mr. Birkin. The way you want to. You've never thought what it's like for a man like me, have you? The English are not a deeply religious people. Most of those who attend divine service do so only from habit. Their acceptance of the sacrament is perfunctory. I've yet to meet the man whose hair rose at the nape of his neck because he was about to taste the blood of his dying lord. Would I find such a man in Oxgodby? Even when they come to my church in large numbers at harvest Thanksgiving or the Christmas midnight mass, it's merely a pagan salute to the passing of the seasons. They do not need me. They merely find me useful. Baptisms, weddings, funerals, oh, chiefly funerals, because I see to the orderly disposal of their dead. But I'm embarrassing you. And embarrassing people is a grave sin, is it not? If you could let me know when I might have the scaffolding dismantled.
I hear you finished.
Yes.
I brought you some apples to say goodbye with.
Thank you.
They're ribstone pippins. They do very well up here, exactly the right soil and climate. Lots of other varieties don't take, though.
You're an expert on apples, too, are you?
I am. My father taught me. Before he bit into one, he'd sniff it and roll it around in his cupped palms. And he'd smell his hands. And he'd tap and finger it like a blind man. Sometimes he'd ask me to close my eyes, and when I'd taken a bite, say which apple. So this is where you've been living all this time? And there's Mr. Moon.
Yes. He's Dug up the bones he was commissioned to dig up. Turned up an Anglo-Saxon basilica in the process. The basilica's what he really came for. Knew it was here.
So you've both found what you came to find?
Right.
Well, I'm glad. Oh. Your book.
Hello? Mr. Birkin? Mr. Birkin?
Letter for you. Postman asked me to bring it in.
Thank you. It's from my wife, Finny. Probably wants us to start over again. She usually does.
And will you?
I usually do. So, where are you off to?
Basra, Baghdad. Big dig going on over there. Like to get in on it.
Right.
What about you?
Oh, I don't know. Wait for another church, I suppose.
You'll never get another one like this.
I know. Been a summer, hasn't it?
So, anyway.